Today's the day that I finally do something with my fucking life, bro. Honestly, it's. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I've just been repeating the same cycle for so long that I just can't contain myself. I'm just, I've reached this breaking point. I've had enough, you know. Just up until a few days ago, I didn't even consider trying to commit to self improvement once again. I discovered self improvement nearly 2 years ago, and ever since I discovered it, I've been falsely committing to something I couldn't commit to. I would start practicing these daily habits, taking cold showers, meditating, but I still couldn't commit. I would do that for maybe a week, not even a week sometimes, and then I would just give up because it was too hard. Who does that? Who gives up? Imagine telling your future kids, I gave up because it was too hard. Like, the fuck? What are they gonna think of you? How is that gonna affect them? And they're gonna be sat there wondering, then what if my dad actually worked hard in his younger days to be able to provide for us, but instead he decided to just sit back and jerk off? Imagine the disappointment. Like, it scares me. I really want, whenever I'm doing a task that involves my future, I always use like my future family as motivation. What would they think? And even I also use my future self for reference. I think about, okay, if I'm slacking, falling back into a bad habit, I switch to this mindset of thinking, what would my future self think about me doing this certain activity right now? But yeah, today's finally the day where everything has to work out. This is now, because I'm not gonna fall back into that same cycle of being a bitch, bitching out, keeping false promises, which I've always done. I'm sick of that, I'm done with that. Today's the day where I pursue this content thing as well as self improvement and starting up my coaching business eventually down the line. But today's the day everything has to be set in place in order for me to succeed later down the line. Because, yeah, like I might have mentioned before, I'm fed up, like I made a video previously where I talked about reaching this breaking point where everything in your life just gets so shit. Everyone just feels everything, and everyone just feels so against you that you just want to explode. Like, you just want to break out. That's what I'm feeling right now, honestly, because it feels like everyone in my life, including family, friends, everyone, co-workers, it just feels like everyone is hating on me, even though it's not intentional. I know it might not be intentional. Maybe it's intentional for some, but for the most part, it's not intentional. But it just feels like everyone's against me, and I just feel alone and stuck. But that has to change. I honestly do not care what they might think about me starting this journey. I do not care. At the very least, I'll use it as motivation. That's probably what I'm gonna do. But up until now, and when I started this journey, things are gonna be different. People are gonna start doubting me. As soon as they find out what I'm doing or whatever, they're gonna just start laughing at my face like, oh my god, bro, this is so fucking cringe. Or they're gonna like, what people do. You know how people are. Just generally, they like to put others down to feel better about themselves because they aren't doing shit with their own lives. So when they see someone working harder than them, it makes them feel envious because they know deep inside that that person is probably gonna outwork them. Well, yeah, they're already outworking them, but that person's probably gonna win harder than them, win harder than they ever will. They will overtake them in every aspect of life. So that's why people hate, and that's why you gotta be so aware of the people you hang out with, you know. You are the sum of the group of people you hang out with. So if you hang out with a bunch of losers, you're probably most likely gonna end up a loser, because it kind of feeds into that hive mind that everyone has. If everyone participates in this, smoking weed, for example, everyone's gonna fucking smoke weed because it's the norm or you're cool. But if you surround yourself with, like-minded individuals that are also on their self-improvement journeys, like going to the gym, practice daily healthy habits, then you're gonna support each other and you're gonna all be doing and practicing beneficial activities, So be aware of the people you surround yourself with, because that really affects who you are as a person and what you're gonna be in life, if that makes sense. But yeah, I've reached that point where I'm done, bro. Yeah, I'm done. Like I'm sick. Even though it might not show through in the video, I am so like I'm done, bro. I gotta do something with my life, because there's a bunch of people who never end up becoming anything in their lives, and they'll still stay mediocre for the rest of their lives. And I'll give an example. Okay, so I'm in high school right now. I'm in my senior year, and I'm 17. And here in Denmark, when you're 17, you're not allowed to drive yet. So right now I take the bus, right? And whenever I'm on public transport and I go to the station, I just see all those like people, bro. I don't even know if I want to call them people, because they don't look like people. They look like literal fucking zombies, bro. Everyone's like glued to their phones. Literally, when I pick my head up, look around the bus, or when I'm on the station, everyone's just glued to their phones, and everything's just so depressing. It's such a depressing environment. Anyways, that might be a sidetrack, but again, I just don't want to stay mediocre, because it just shows, and it really makes me aware of how depressing people's lives are. I don't want to live like that for the rest of my life. So I'm gonna do something about it. I know I'm talking a lot, but I just need to get this out, honestly. And I don't think I'll keep the editing minimal here. I'll just let CapCut do the cuts where I don't say anything. let CapCut, cut out the filler words or whatever. Anyways, I'm going on a sidetrack, so I should probably get back to the main point. But yeah, today everything starts. Last night I even made a little note of what I wanted to get done today, or this morning at least. I haven't made a plan for the rest of my bed. I just ran out of storage, unfortunately, so I just purchased some iCloud storage and deleted some older videos. But anyways, I was talking about this checklist that I made last night. So I wrote down that basically it's very simple. I'll just read it aloud. I just wrote down that I wanted to wake up at 5 a.m., do 50 push-ups, take a cold shower, do my skincare, and then I would proceed to do 10 minutes of meditation and around 3 hours of deep work, which is included in filming this video. And afterwards, I would eat a large breakfast that would be able to sustain me throughout my day. And then I'll go to school. Today I only have two classes. So really not the hardest of days, but I just wanted to make it a productive morning to get this work out the way and feel more accomplished. So yeah, and today is also a rest day, so there really isn't a lot to do. Actually, there's a lot to do because it's a rest day, which means I have plenty of time to get a bunch of work done. But yeah, today's the day everything starts, finally, for once. I'm gonna pull myself together. So, other than that, there isn't much. And by the way, I also looked throughout, oh my god. Oh my fucking god, bro. I really cannot talk. I looked through the footage, which I recorded just before I ran out of storage, and I didn't realize I looked that clapped. Like, I really, let me reel myself, right? I look absolutely like clapped. You just look at these bags under my eyes, bro. I look atrocious right now. That's my sign to turn things around. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's early in the morning, but look at these bags, bro. But let's not put myself down. Yeah. And also, I'm just recording this just to, keep a journal, because I feel like it's so inspiring to see older footage of currently successful people. Older footage of successful people when they were first starting out with their business ventures, or just that comparison, that day and night difference. So yeah, I'm looking forward, and yeah, in a few years, I'll look back at this footage and be like, wow, this guy's really changed. This guy's really become a new person. So be safe out there, guys, and keep grinding. Peace.